1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 4, yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hello and welcome to Teller Creations. In this video we're going to be talking about my top 10 with 4 honourable mentions. SteelBooks. I have SteelBook come in the mail eventually, like the Star Wars ones and some new redone versions of ones I already have and stuff like that, but we'll get into that as it goes. If my Star Wars that one does come in the mail, I'll probably feature it here as an honourable mention because of course it's Star Wars, which is pretty cool. I've also got the American Psycho one coming in the mail. Oh, and Interstellar, and I might have to read this video by the end of the year, but we'll see. For now, these are my current top 10 favourite SteelBooks. First honourable mention is Ghostbusters. I like its simple, iconic design. I don't mind, and I quite like the Stay Puft Man in the background, and the inside, I of course cut up the J card because I'm a crime against humanity, has the main 4 characters in red, which is a little weird. Can't exactly see them completely, but it's color coding wise, it actually works quite well, and it has a decent spine to it as well, which you can't really see past my face. Ooh, maybe if I just don't stand on camera. Maybe not. Additional note, I should say, the Ghostbusters one, I did actually replace the disc. It did actually have a different disc that was the image of the ghost's face on the inside. I changed it because I bought another edition of Ghostbusters on Blu-ray, which was a 4K master, had a bunch of special features, so it was a better disc in the whole, so as a whole. My next honourable mention is mostly for its remaster and the transfer for the disc, but this is Hideo Nakata's Ringu. It's kind of hard to see there, but firstly, the obvious face, the eyes and the mouth. But the mouth is actually the girl, which of course is also on the back. I bought this instead of buying the Arrow remastered set of all 3 or 4 films. I think it's a trilogy, I can't remember. This one also comes with a booklet because it's one of the first edition pressings, which is nice. That's what the design looks like again. And of course you have the inside, which is the girl coming through the screen. Sorry about the viewfinder and the light. It's giving you kind of a glossy look of it. Then below your disc, you just kind of have another image. It's really kind of freaky. This is a terrifying film. And the SteelBook is excellent. I love it. Good quality stuff. It's not as obvious and iconic and bright and shiny or whatever, but it's a nice case and I think works really well for the film. Next up we have one that we just took the stickers off of because, well, we tried. Beetlejuice. This is the Zavi release. Nice spine to it as well. I've actually pre-ordered the 4K release of it, unfortunately not the one with the slipcover because I'm not a Red Carpet member because I don't live in the UK. Bunch of assholes. I do get the Red Carpet time when they get it released. I still get it in Australia, which is great. It's great, but I don't unfortunately get the benefit of getting the Red Carpet bonuses if they get Red Carpet bonuses. I like the SteelBook. I always wanted one. I like the gloss behind the name. If you want to light reflects on it, wow. I like the image of it. It's a nice cartoony look. The stickers were here and here. You can kind of still see there. Yeah, ugly spot. If you know, please tell me in the comments. When you peel off stickers and they leave a residue, how do you get rid of it? Hello viewers, sorry about the audio. This is me in the edit. I've just gone to the point of the video where I literally say, hey viewers, how do I get the sticky residue off? My dad actually taught me a trick because I recently had a premium come in the mail, which I'll do a video on later. You'll see it, trust me. When you take off a sticker from a SteelBook, you know, it's usually the rating sticker, you can actually use the sticker to dab on it, you know, to tap on it and whatever, to remove the sticky residue, because it's like blue tack. To get rid of blue tack, you use other blue tack. It just
it just works that way. It's a really quick trick. It's really convenient. You don't have to, like, use a sponge or use cotton wool or any kind of jazz like that. But if you do have other suggestions of what to do, feel free to leave it in the comment section for other viewers who might be interested. But for the most part, the easiest and best thing I found for me is literally just you peel off the sticker as best as you can, and then you just use that to dab on it and get the rest off. It is a flawless thing, and I've used it for 2 more SteelBooks that I showcase later in this video that I don't actually have taken off the sticker of, that I'll probably mention, oh yeah, if you guys know how to take the stickers off, because I used to joke, I'm never going to take the stickers off because I'm an asshole, but it's like, actually, you should, because my fear was ruining the SteelBook, but I know how to fix it now, so yeah. Alright, let's go back to the video. Thanks for the edit, me. Yeah, cool.
On the back, you've got the classic gravestone, here lies Betelgeuse. And my brother vacuuming his room. That's weird. He doesn't do that. And the inside cover, outside of having the classic poster art on the disc, which is nice, it does have the scene that, of course, the image is based off of, which I like. It's like a very particular point of the film, a very particular moment that's been captured on this steel case, with a nice overall design. And my last honourable mention is my favourite Hitchcock film, Rear Window. This is interesting because of its colour palette and overall design. It's got nothing to it that makes the steelbook look exceptional, but the artwork in particular I really like. Obviously having James Stewart, or Jimmy Stewart, with his shocked expression, obviously the binoculars, and the masked man. On the back you have Grace Kelly. A very signature look, given that she's usually always like in the doorway kind of deal. Open it up. And pretty much this image here on the disc is exactly what you get behind, as you can kind of see. If I take out the J card, you just get an extended version of it, which is still quite nice. It's a very iconic shot for the film, and it works very nicely, I think. So it's a very nicely bound steelbook. And now, my top 10. Starting with Doctor Who, The Specials, which I bought this for my younger brother, so it's technically his, but because it's in our steelbook collection, it just kind of works. This is, of course, with its little card, which I shall now dispose of. This is, of course, one of the most iconic shots from David Tennant's run, one of his final shots, in fact, which is very heartbreaking of an image. On the back, you have the... This is a thing that they've done for the Doctor Who steelbooks. They'll have the Doctor with his companion on the front in a more stylized look. This one's more human, looks more natural. The rest of them are more like interpreted painting kind of deals. And the back has like the main bad guys or villains or iconic moments. So of course it has the Master, you've got Donna, the Ood, the Time Lord dude, the Water of Mars people, the Sand Creature, the TARDIS, and the Cyberman, and that woman who was famous for dying, and Wilfred, of course. And you open it up, and it's actually got... I'm not going to take out all the discs because it has several discs, all on Blu-ray, but it does have Wilfred, the Doctor, and the Master with the TARDIS behind them. Nothing on this side, though, but it does have quite a few discs, obviously. And it even comes with a little booklet, which we've obviously positioned in there, that tells you what all the episodes are, which comes with The Next Doctor, The Planet of the Dead, The Waters of Mars, The End of Time Part 1 and Part 2, plus a bunch of bonus features including The Infinite Quest and Dreamland, and The Waiting of Sarah Jane Smith Parts 1 and 2, and a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff, which is really nice. Then we have number 9, one of my coldest steelbooks. Wow, these get really cold. I forget they're actually made of metal to some degree. This is Alien Covenant. This one I like for its rustic look, the whole look of like some kind of an experimentation with this weird creature, this being the toddler neomorph. Obviously it promoting the alien factor on its spine and Covenant. Sorry that it won't focus properly. I do have the sticker for the MA15 Plus because it's kind of a gag to keep it in my mind. On the back you have the Xenomorph, slightly hidden, which I like. Gives it more of a dark, creepy, scary feeling, rather than the blatantly, hey look, it's the alien. There is a digital code that I do not need. I hate digital codes. And on the inside, outside of a basic disc art of nothing, when you take it out, In fact, I'm not going to even bother. It just has the mural that you may see or may have seen in the promotional art, which is quite nice. It's interesting and different when you're looking at it thinking, oh, it's weird, it's not really in the film. It's cool though. Number 8 we have, which I've just taken the actual J card off of for the first time ever. This is Kong Skull Island. This is one of my favourite monster movies, you can see a video of mine, Alien Covenant, The Art of Reappreciating Films. I talk about this one and Alien Covenant, how I hated them the first time watching them, kind of, because of expectation, and reevaluated after the fact. So it's a nice silhouetted image of Kong with the 2 helicopters, shows off the nice cinematography, the cool looking name, and on the back shows you also like the army people, how it's going to have this kind of a look and feel to it. The spine is quite nice too, emphasizing Kong and then having Skull Island with the color palette continuing throughout. It's very nice, I think. No real art on the disc. It does have the whole Monarch classified asset label, which is nice. Really shows the in-universe thing, and then the whole inside is the skull of Kong's parents. Or parent. Which I think is nice. I don't really like that that's underneath the disc per se, to leave this whole blank space with just a cloudy area, but you get what you're given sometimes. Then there's my next one, which I believe is kind of scratched up. I didn't really realize it until recently, but it's also, because it's got a gloss finish, I'll just show you. It's Cabin in the Woods. So it's obviously got a very glossy, shiny finish. It is gorgeous. Very, very attractive. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to get the lighting on it a little bit. There's minor scratches just below the woods part of Cabin in the Woods. Or it's kind of like across that area. Nevertheless, you open it up and it goes all the way around. Of course, you've got your spine. But open it up and that's the whole spiel. Sorry about the viewfinder. So obviously it starts with the house on the top and leads to the hand at the back, which is really nice. Obviously it's very reflective. You can even see the viewfinder in it. Obviously it has all these hexagons as well behind it. All works in terms of the thematics of the film. Got your J card, which I've cut out. And you got your 2-disc edition, which comes with the 4K of the same artwork and the Blu-ray with the original artwork, which I really like that it keeps the original artwork, because I still like the original artwork quite a bit. It even has easier pop-out features for the discs, which is great. Obviously to showcase the inner artwork, which is all of the creatures in their boxes. Probably including the Left 4 Dead ones, but it's hard to say. It's got the blob. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like to evaluate SteelBooks for having inner artwork as well as outer artwork. There's a lot of SteelBooks that I have that have no artwork on the back, which is ridiculous and stupid. But this is a very nice glossy SteelBook, which is exactly the reason I bought it. I already had it on Blu-ray, but to get it the 4K upgrade, yeah, sure, why not? But also just how cool it looks as a SteelBook. Beautiful. I don't even like touching it because of how glossy it is. Then we have another glossy finish. This one's a recent purchase with a gorgeous 4K transfer and a gorgeous Dolby Atmos mix. The Blues Brothers. This is not the Best Buy version. This is the Zavvi limited edition, collector's edition version, which came with a lot of stuff. I have the whole set, which is amazing. I love the film. I love how it's like, you've got the glass look from the church, you've got them singing in iconic poses, and on the back you've got the car, the Bluesmobile, and of course you have simply the Blues Brothers, with a nice blue background to it. It's simple, it's nice, and also works all the way around, like the whole look matches. Open it up, you've got a double disc feature, you've got what the 4K remake, 4K UHD artwork is, which I have on the bigger packaging, and you have the Blu-ray, but pretty much you get the idea of what's inside. It's Elwood and I forgot what his name is. Jake. It's Jake and Elwood. So yeah, you got Elwood there, you got Jake on this side, which is nice. I like that it comes with a Blu-ray, even though it's not a great version of the film. It does have my famous clickety-clackety problem, which is always just only on the front cover. I don't know why it does that, like, whether it's like not stuck on properly between the plastics and it has this clicking thing. It can be annoying when you're trying to close it. Nevertheless, it does it worse there when you can hear it scratching together, but luckily because we've got the bigger case for it, it's a lot more protected. I just don't know why it happens like this. Is it glue? What the hell's going on? I don't know. Explain, comment section, please. And now we're in my top 5. This is another clickety-clack. It's a lot worse. This is one that I spent about $60 on, just for itself. I think it did come with the J card. It would probably be inside. But this is Forbidden Planet. This is kind of an original SteelBook even, because it even has the big thick border. But I love it because it's the original artwork. Shows Robbie the robot holding the girl. And it even has a nice embossing, debossing, as you can kind of see there with the reflection. It's just the robot that's embossed, but it does have a nice shiny look. Even says amazing. Beautiful colours, beautiful feel to it. On the back you've got classic 50s space, which is amazing to look at. Open it up, it's a bit of the back cover. I think it's mostly the back cover that's actually a bit busted. Okay, it's both covers. It's the back and front. But on the inside you've got free stills from inside and plus a different artwork, which is nice. I don't think there's anything behind it. I'm pretty sure it's simply just... yeah, it's just like this weird sci-fi thingy, which is nice. It's simple. Gives you some good images of the film. It's a good version of the film, a nice remaster, more or less. It does have a lot of good special features as well, which I pretty much already had. I think I had a good remastered edition on DVD. I just hate how it's such a good steelbook, yet it's all clicking and clacking. It's my biggest pet peeve with steelbooks, even when they come in pristine, non-dented editions like this, which I have only got one bad steelbook, which I will probably showcase in a follow-up video talking about rip this steelbook here. I'll show the name in the video, of course. It would have been in my top 10, but of course, it just can't. So, yeah, if you know what can stop that clickety and clackety sounds, then please give me a heads up, but I don't like having to rip it all open and put it back together again. I know it's just a plastic combining with the metal, but I don't want it to create longevity problems. And I don't want to have to start purchasing those, like, protective covers, you know. So, yeah. Now we're up to number 4 with that's the slip book. No. Sorry. That was the slip case. This is my Shaun of the Dead Everything Blue Deluxe Edition. Nice embossing there on the front, as you can see. Also a bit reflective, which is nice. Shaun surrounded by zombies. It's simple. There's obviously a big red spot here, but you've got red on you, so it doesn't really matter. The original poster on the back, which is nice, with Shaun and some zombies, saying a romantic comedy with zombies. Very nice, very funny. Nice spine emphasizing the dead over Shaun of the Dead. Ooh, nice one pops. Regular Blu-ray disc. This is the... which edition is this? This is number 1354 of 2000, because it comes with a card. Comes with a whole bunch of bonus stuff. Even the landscape artwork on the back is the main 3 characters with the zombies. If you want to get a better look at all this stuff, check out my deluxe edition video where I go into this and my Blade Runner set. The reason why this is one of my favorites is because it's one of my favorite films, but also because it's also the deluxe packaging. It's just a beautiful film, and I love it. It's great. Beautiful. So now we're in my top 3. These more are biased as some of the films I love the most, but they also have some exceptional steelbooks. To be fair, I love all of these films, even the Doctor Who TV show, so it's like, there are so many, and these are all such varying range of quality in terms of films. They've all got good cuts, good versions of the films. This one is exceptional. I hate that this got stickers on it, but please tell me how to get rid of the residue, just so I don't have to deal with this 15 one again. This is Gremlins. I've shown this off before in previous videos. Again, sorry for the reflection, but it's very reflective, very glossy. If you want to know the specifics, matte finish is like, it's a more rougher finish, but it's a nice texture. Glossy is this. This is glossy. So of course this is Gremlins. You've got the whole, you know, no food, no water, and no bright light, no water, no food. After that says 12 a.m. there. And then of course you have Gizmo. I do have the 2 stickers. I don't know, I'm confident to take this one off, but not this one because it's a fucking shape that isn't circular. And then on the back you have Stripe with his chainsaw, which is very cool. It's a very basic and empty design, which I always thought was like a bit crap, but then it actually looks amazing. I had no idea Stripe was on the back as well, so it beats the yellow look of the regular 4K though. It does have no artwork, unfortunately, but does have the gremlins going crazy on the inside on both sides of the disc, which is nice. And I have watched it actually, by now. I have actually watched the 4K, and it looks nice. It's obviously the best look that the film will ever have, and it's worthwhile, definitely. This one still also has some lines going across it. I think that might be because it scratches against the Blu-ray cases. If that's the case, give me a heads up about that one too, because I might actually have to buy a specific case for this one and even my Cabin in the Woods one, just to make sure they don't get scratched up a lot through cases moving across it. You'd think SteelBooks would be better than that, but it's like, I don't know, they are their own kind of precious. And then we've got my second favourite. This one I only just got recently. I spent 60 Australian dollars on it. Mint condition, in plastic and everything. The J card is still over there. Luckily it didn't come with any stickers. This is also my first landscape steelbook. Scott Pilgrim vs. the Wild. I saw this on eBay recently. I got it instead of getting a red one that's just portrait, because this one, not just having the awesome steel work and the great gloss to it, also has an embossing, as you can see there, with the Scott Pilgrim and the stars, which is very nice. I love that look to it. But also on the back, because most steelbooks with their Scott Pilgrim steelbook on the back is just like the painted text and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, the regular back cover you'd have if you had a J card. This is the Evil X's. So of course it says, prepare to feel the wrath of the League of Evil X's. And it has all 7 of them. So it's a very nice, you know, that you can flip it over. You got Scott, then you got the X's. That's really cool. Then you open it up. Basic artwork for the Blu-ray, which is fine. Nothing on the back behind it, just a green look. But of course, then you have Scott and Ramona in their first interactive scene. Very nice. This one's one of my most perfect steelbooks. And lucky last, trust me, if you've seen my videos before, you know exactly what one this is. I still haven't taken off the stickers because, again, residue. And this one's very shiny, so I want to make sure it's as perfect as it can be. This is Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. It does have those. I know, I hate them too, but again, I need to know how to get rid of this fucking residue. It's shiny for every single word, which is beautiful. Obviously, it's all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, recreating the maze, which is iconic from the film. It's obviously yellow because that's what the original Soul Bass artwork looked like. It does also come with a fire axe there. This was released for the 39th anniversary because, of course, they were releasing Dr. Sleep on the same year. They did end up releasing a 40th anniversary version, which wasn't a steelbook, it was just a big set, which I would have gotten, but I decided not to because I didn't care. I was like, I've already got what I need. This comes with no artwork on the Blu-ray or the steelbook, much like Gremlins, but it does have the maze in the background, which is quite nice. Nothing exceptional. Like, I probably would have preferred... Like, the maze makes sense because the whole disc casing is the maze, but like maybe like the girls in the hallway or something more iconic. Jack putting his head through the doorway could have maybe worked as well. I feel like that would have been a bit cheesy, but it still would have worked. But overall, this is my favourite steelbook. It stands out. It is exceptional. That's why I have it in my thumbnail for my Blu-ray collection video. And I love it. I even love how it's just simply designed on the spine, just saying, The Shining. Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Yeah. Even the artwork goes all the way around it, which is great. I love that. It's simple. It's one simple color with just a bunch of text, but it's so iconic and the imagery is amazing. And that's my top 10 steelbooks that I own. Plus, of course, honourable mentions. What do you think about my collection? Do you like it? I like it. I still want to get a Blade Runner Steelbook at some stage, but it'll probably never happen because I have my deluxe edition version. But yeah, all of these have varying range of the quality of them being steelbooks, from the embossing, the debossing, the gloss, the matte features, the inner and outer artwork. Mostly the key thing for me is the outer artwork. I do love inner artwork. I love when it has a back cover artwork. It annoys me when it doesn't. I love when the J-cards are easy to slip in and out instead of being wrapped around with bloody glue and shit, and I hate the goddamn fucking stickers. But you live with it. You breathe. I hate how they can damage and scratch so easily. I've luckily never had any of them come in the mail completely fucked. I've only had one come in fucked, and I didn't know that I could have gotten a refund. So it's too late for that now, isn't it? Because it's been too many months. Otherwise, I would have probably asked for a second one, and I would have gotten it as well. Nevertheless, these are my steelbooks. Thanks for watching. What are your favourite steelbooks? What steelbooks do you think I should take a look out for in terms of design and stuff? I do have a steelbook video talking about the design of steelbooks and how some can look great, some can look bad. That's just a video I did. So you can find that video probably up here, and you can find probably my film shelf playlist here, which will have my Blu-ray collection, and maybe I'll have my deluxe edition video on the screen. So if you want to take a look more into my Shaun of the Dead one, but again, that's still in the playlist right here. And you can subscribe around my chest here. And that's it. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, feel free to like, share, and subscribe for more. And we'll see you next time on Telecreations. Adios.